vibes, man. I'm not really up to nothing right now, but I'm fixing to be.
I can't stay.
Alright guys, well, back to these fans, bro, that we never put on the other day. I need to get them on, and I didn't even finish putting the radiator hoses on. I just get too busy, bro. I get too busy, and God. But it's time, because I'm sick and tired of only having one car to drive. So it sucks only having one car whenever you got such a big family, you know what I'm saying? So Max, we got to get running. So I'm obviously putting the new radiator hoses on, but I want to get these fans ran as well. First, before I put the new radiator hoses on, I want to kind of flush this thing out as good as I can, because it's really dirty in there, bro. I don't know why. Like the engine oil isn't getting water in it, but for whatever reason, the radiator just gets disgusting. The antifreeze in there just gets so gross, man. So while I have all this off, what I'm gonna do is just put the hose in right here and let it flush out the engine. I'll probably run it so that it'll warm up and the thermostat will open and actually kind of clean everything out as good as possible. And then as far as the radiator, I have both hoses off, obviously, and I'll put the garden hose in here and just kind of blast everything out of the radiator, and it'll flow out where the lower radiator hose hooks up, and hopefully get rid of as much of that gunk out of there as possible. Hell, I still need to run to Walmart and get freaking antifreeze, man. See, that's what I'm talking about, dude. So what is that from, man? For real? If anybody can tell me what the hell that is from. Because the engine oil looks fine. There's nothing wrong with the engine oil. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Alright, see, now I'm just running it till it warms up so that the thermostat will open, but I have the hose shoved in where the upper radiator hose goes, So when the engine warms up and that thermostat opens, all the water will gush through and it'll be coming out right here. And hopefully it'll be a bunch of nasty crap that comes out and we'll get it all cleaned up. Alright guys, now I have the upper and lower radiator hoses installed, so I mean the system's full of coolant. That's all finished. So the only thing we got left to do now is get the fans in the car. See, now this is just a big roll of wire that I've had laying around for quite some time. I don't even know exactly what gauge it is, but I know it's some pretty heavy duty shit, so I mean I'm sure it'll work fine. What I'm doing is just kind of prepping the fans, and I just put some really long leads on them so that, you know, whenever we go ahead and install the fans, then we can run the wires to wherever it is that we need them to be. And I know it's going to be long enough, and we can just cut it to whatever length, you know, wherever we end up mounting our relay at. And I know they're going to reach. What I did for the plugs, I just did, you know, the male and the female connectors, and I have some little pieces of shrink wrap that I'm just gonna kind of slide over it, and then, you know, just kind of shrink it on there just to help hold it all together and kind of waterproof it, I guess. I don't know. As far as the installation on this, I'm basically just using what it is I have laying around my garage, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of this stuff isn't necessarily the ideal way of doing it. It's just, this is what I have laying around, dude, and it's gonna work for me, and that's all that freaking matters, right? Alright, now I'm about to mount the fans in there to the radiator, but once I get this in there, if you notice, all my wires are the same color. So what I'm doing is the actual positive on the fan, I'm following that wire all the way to the end, and I'm putting a knot on the end of the positive one. So whenever I get this ran, I won't have to get down there and go through the pain in the ass of trying to figure out which one was a positive. I'll just know because the positives got a knot. Now here's the fun part, dude. Figuring out exactly where to mount them.
wanna do is adore you all of the time.
Yesterday I got the new hoses put on, obviously. Then we got the fans actually mounted, and I got all the wiring and everything ran to the fans last night. Today actually I got the relay ran, so the relay is all wired in, and I got the ground ran. Basically the wiring is all completely finished. I have this pigtail here sticking off, where this guy I gotta run to my power supply, which is right there. And then I have this sticking off and I made this really long because this is what we're gonna have to actually run inside the car to a switch. And that's how far I've gotten, dude. So what I gotta do now is just finish getting the rest of this wiring ran, get it all tucked up nice to where nothing's gonna get damaged and it's not gonna touch the engine and get hot or anything. And then I need to figure out somewhere inside the car to put a switch. The only switch that I have right now at the moment, it's gonna be kind of impossible to really get it mounted anywhere. See, this thing right here is what I have. This is the only switch that I have in my garage. So what I actually need to do, because this has like that big box on the back end, basically you would drill a hole for this to slide into, and then you tighten that little nut right there, and that's what will hold the switch in. And the only thing you'd see is that. But it would have to be somewhere that this big old bulky box would fit. And the only place really that I have to mount it is on this thing. And if you pull this down, you see behind it, it's all closed off. There's nowhere for that big ass box really to hide. So this switch is for my light bar on the front of the car. And that's the reason why I use this kind of switch, because you're able to just, it goes on there with double stick tape, you know what I'm saying? So I'm eventually gonna have to run down to AutoZone or something and pick up another one of these type of switches and put it right here next to that one for the fans. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and wire this thing in, and I'll probably just have it, honestly, just kind of hanging right here, just temporarily, okay? You know, I don't want to go to AutoZone tonight. Screw all that. I just want to get this done, get it out of here so we can move on to the next thing. So I'm not even going to record this process, dude. I'm just going to get everything finished. I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done, and we'll close this out so I can get my weekend started. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited to get going on the fenders for the hatch, because that's my goal for this weekend, dude, is definitely to get the fenders done, because I want to see the car with some fenders on it. Alright, well, there it is, dude. They're finished, finally. I ain't gonna lie, I am happy this process is over. I have dreaded working on this for whatever reason. I normally like working on Macs, but this has been annoying, bro. It's not that it was hard, it's just it's been annoying. So I'm ready to get this absolute freaking disaster area cleaned the hell up. I feel like I have shit everywhere. That's because there's shit everywhere. I'm gonna get this all cleaned up, get this all moved out, edit this video, get it up for you guys, and get my ass to bed, dude, because I'm freaking tired as hell right now. I don't know what it is. It's just this heat lately. Just been draining me. I'm like, oof. Yeah, I'm sure it's probably Saturday by the time this video gets up. So tomorrow is the last day to order stickers in order to get on that customer list to possibly get chosen for those set of pistons, 82mm CTRs. So if you guys haven't ordered yourself a sticker already, be sure and do that. Get yourself on that list, because who knows, man, maybe you might be the one to get them. Right now I think there's about a little over 30 people on the list, so pretty good odds, brother, you know what I mean? So first, link in the description below, and yeah, dude, I'll see you guys on Monday with hopefully a fender video. Fuck, dude, I'm tired. I'm trying.